The workplace continues to change rapidly, but the need for employee learning has been the same since the beginning of time. Employees need to learn how to do their jobs well and thrive in a constantly evolving workplace. Learning at work is no longer restricted to training courses. The traditional approach of sending employees off to a classroom or a conference with the promise of learning new skills and boosting performance is being replaced by a more practical approach that's hands-on, relevant to the situation, and improves job performance on the spot. It's a fundamental change in the way businesses think about their learning processes. While it is true that there are other ways to learn and educate employees, the key takeaway from 70-20-10 is that workplace learning should be an ongoing process and not a one-time thing. The fact is that 70% of learning occurs on the job, with 20% from coaching and other interactions and 10% from courses. That precise mix isn't vital, but the underlying principle is learning should be ever present in the workplace. To run a truly effective L&D team, you need to listen to your staff's needs and analyze them in depth. Some of the most valuable insights can come from digging into the data and making sense of what sticks out. It's easy to justify the benefits of an L&D program on paper, but managers are often unconvinced about the value of these programs. Start by asking your employees why they need training. Then find out what skills they need to master to accomplish their goals. Set up training workshops and seminars led by industry experts that target specific issues like teamwork and collaboration, sales, or marketing. To improve customer service, L&D should provide more support when managers hire new staff. To do so, L&D could encourage experts within the customer service team to get more involved in helping out and coaching new hires. One way to do this is to add a new layer of support, a mini course in its systems induction, scheduled for several one-hour sessions covering everything required. Taking shortcuts or building the first solution that comes to mind isn't always the best way to learn and develop. While it may seem the fastest and most efficient way, it may not be the most impactful, as you're not spending enough time improving quality and efficiency. A startup may be small, but that doesn't mean it should sacrifice quality. While speed is essential, a business can't make mistakes or treat its employees poorly if it wants to succeed in the long run. Fast growth and quick wins may seem significant for companies, but businesses should be willing to improve employee skills to improve quality in the long run. In a fast-paced world, an agile approach is a key to developing solutions from experiencing the trials and errors from all stages of production. An agile approach is the best way to figure out what might work for your business. This learning involves solutions in the flow, such as microlearning, short bursts of information that solve a specific problem. The traditional way of measuring training success, the Kirkpatrick model, is no longer acceptable. The problem with this model is in its reliance on self-reporting. People don't always remember their experience, and even if they do, they often don't know how to articulate why it was a good or bad experience. But to be a successful L&D team, it is essential to have a solid understanding of data and its applications. If a business wants to achieve specific goals, it needs to create metrics to measure how well it's performing against them. The metrics can be defined in many different ways depending on the industry, but the focus should always be on what value an employee brings to the business and how they can improve. In the absence of accurate sales data and precise measures, it's possible to use an alternative approach. One effective strategy is to crowdsource your staff. With enough crowdsourced comments and data, you can get remarkably accurate statistics.